Because I am lies.
And I am He heard you! And I am Scandal! Oh my god!
And let's play a game
together.
So we were admiring the fact that he actually has pores.
Yeah, look at this!
And like distinctions on his skin texture,
His
which
earring
is
is
kind
a
of fun.
little far up on his ear, though, I will say. Like, that's like wildly like a little high.
I mean, it's unusual placement for
yes.
the lobe, absolutely.
Yes.
But on the other hand, you don't know his choices. Stop judging him.
It's true. Well, I'm just saying that's an interesting thing to note, though, because usually people are pretty solid about in the big fatty part of your lobe.
In the middle of
Right.
the lobe.
The fatty
All right,
part
here we
of
go.
the
So we're moving. We are going, and we're going to walk really slow at the beginning of this game because this part
is
makes
all
you go
super
slow.
freaking, like, I cannot explain to you the level
Oh,
of how
we have
slow.
another bomb. Okay. So we're not, like, I know you don't carry anything in video games, except we're all carrying our weapons.
Right.
If there's another bomb, where did they have it?
Yeah.
It was in one of Barret's pockets. His big cargo pockets.
I honestly, well,
It's possible. Bush.
Honestly, I think
ear protection, guys. Like, ear protection would be good.
and also telling people, like, plug your ears is actually a good, like, thing to do.
It is. It's very desirable. And my friend can move again. They do
Yes.
make you wait in this
They
area.
really do.
Like you have to wait till everyone
no,
else
there
goes
isn't-
first.
okay, there
No,
was-
there's nothing there. I would say, and here is the wreckage, my dudes.
Oh, dear.
Let us appreciate the public announcement for
Shinra
a moment.
Emergency Operations Center, SEOC.
Seahawk.
It's
All right.
SEOC.
It's not the Seahawks, though.
No, it's not. Something arcade.
Multiple explosions have been confirmed.
Oh, dear.
Disaster warning has been issued.
Oh, God.
1 and 8. Oh, so that's the sectors that abut each other. So you have 8 sectors total.
Yeah.
That's cool. Aye. That is.
There's nobody
unfortunate.
there. That's pretty
That was
weird.
interesting. Like the streets were empty. That was encouraging.
Wildly. Yeah, maybe they all got out, or that seems really weird.
Or
that
they're
they
all
got out.
indoors and nobody's come out. Like they're all like, my building was fine. It's fine. I don't know.
Right?
They
Her
all
boob
look a
armor
little.
is so fucking distracting. I'm like, are you actually wearing a bra or not? Because the boob armor becomes completely useless
but we can't
because
stop now.
you're wearing a
This was
sports
just
bra.
the first
I mean,
reaction.
you're wearing so much fitted stuff underneath it
Anyway,
that it isn't shaped to your breasts
Yeah.
anymore.
yeah.
We always knew this was gonna get
Like,
messy.
I don't think people understand how titties work.
And this
It's
is
okay.
only the
What they
beginning.
understand is that people like to look at them, even if it's the false idea of them. So there is the metal armor suggesting
Nothing
such
worth
things.
fighting for was ever won
I
without
guess.
sacrifice.
Maybe she's just using them as pockets.
Storage. That's
crying
where
out.
she
I
kept
know
the
you
bomb.
did.
She like snapped off the front piece in
But
here.
it's
and
okay.
kinda reached
So
under.
my friend pointed out that
help take the
Barret
load
in
off
this
your
one has
shoulders.
been developed into being more of a leader and so far a better like connecting that they work to connect us more to his personality as a leader.
Rather than just being a raging, angry black man stereotype. There actually was some heavy criticism of Barret from the original game, of going like, he just
seemed
seems
angry.
like the angry black man stereotype. Which is not to say that black men don't have things to be
what's our
angry
next
about.
move,
But
boss?
going like, if he's supposed to be a leader, if he's supposed to be basically bringing all these diverse, interesting people together, he's also, as far as people know, you're gonna need to have more than just rage on your side.
That leadership skills encompass more than just anger.
Especially, unfortunately, for, I say unfortunately for black people, because that thing of going like, well, if you're not nice, because there's literally like a thing called tone policing, where people are like, well, you can't have a civil conversation with me about
you
this
can't
thing,
talk about
about
it.
this topic, that then you're not allowed, to have this conversation because you can't keep your tone under
You know what?
control.
I actually had that like tone policing in one of my relationships, and it was in reference to just like handling finances. Of
Yeah.
going, if you can't talk about this with no emotion at all, unless it is strictly positive, we cannot ever discuss this period.
Yeah.
And it was exhausting. I couldn't do it. I'm like,
And
this
then-
is a problem. We just had to wait behind.
I can
Barret
imagine
right
for
there.
you, though, that it really did also start to become kind of a trigger, though, of like, it exasperates because you're not allowed to have any feelings about it, so it just makes it worse.
Well,
like,
and if it's a bad situation, which it happened to be,
Yeah.
it's very hard to do. Oh, now there's people.
oh,
I-
what?
Oh,
Weird.
and
Hello?
here is
I don't
okay.
need
That
to tell you
thing
what this
is
is,
freaking
right?
huge.
My dude,
I
she
just
can't even
wanna
stick that
say-
in her face.
In her face.
So I'm trying to think of like size reference, and imagine he's got one of those in his sword, because that's materia. He just
Right.
said it's materia. That's enormous. And how does that fit in that hole?
So I'm just saying that that's probably a bigger one because the one in his sword is clearly a little marble,
Right.
And it's obviously a little marble. So this one is bigger somehow,
Where's he
and
gonna
it's a
stick it?
different kind. Maybe he'll just hold it as a memento. Maybe he'll punch people with it.
Maybe-
It's a fist pack. He'll just be like, I
So
have
he'll break
materia.
this thing. So people don't realize you actually usually don't want to have your hands
He
over.
put it in his back pocket.
I know how to use
That's where he put it.
You don't usually, I was going to say, you usually don't realize actually if you have your hands around an object and you're going to smash your hand, you're going to break your fingers.
If it's a hard object, your fingers need give.
Your
Okay,
fingers
so
are really going.
So I just mentioned the item storage, and since games don't usually show you at all, you just assume there's a mythical item storage. Since they just illustrated him on screen, putting it in his pocket, Cloud now has the ability to store all this shit in his pockets.
Yes.
So brave.
I wanted to see the damn bulge on his pocket so
Honestly,
bad,
that would
like
be
on
so-
his booty.
What if it
this
was like
giant
glowing
sphere,
and it like glowing through the fabric?
shining through the pocket? That'd
Wow,
be
there really are
hilarious.
just like people.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of people.
And also I can just clearly walk over wires and it doesn't mean
You don't
black.
trip. It's a thing. It must be summer. Everybody's dressed in like light clothing.
Like, is it summer?
I don't know.
guess
You got a lot of people
so.
in shorts,
Yeah, right?
and the kids on the bikes were in shorts.
Yeah, everybody's on shorts. I mean, it could be a school uniform thing, but you know.
Could be, but you got like adults and capris there. I love how nobody else interacts with chess
At
at
all.
Like there's just this thing that is assumably what, a public service somewhere, and nobody else ever uses them,
Right.
or it dispenses one item per person kind of thing. Oh, that is
Can I
no
get? I
good.
have a spell. Can I use it?
It says help me. Oh, can you? We did not try that before, but
I want to do that. Like
individual
that
looks in
occurred to
bad
me
shape.
actually. I was sitting there thinking, hang on, we put on cure material. Why wouldn't we?
The material is now in his sword, right?
Yeah.
So
See,
we
he has two glowing
shrank-
dots now.
So we shrank it?
So this one of the reasons why I pointed that out. And again, spoilers. For a little while, we have definitely played
Parts of this game.
like over and over and over and over again. I cannot tell you that we were so like I was super frustrated.
With trying to get this record to work.
Wow.
I love how she only talks to you. I don't care how many times I see it. She only talks to you and doesn't care about anybody else. It's just, hey, Cloud, follow us up this way.
Right? Going like you.
And going, it's
So
about to
everything's
fall
gonna
down.
collapse.
Be
Whee!
careful. There are people under and nearby, and I haven't talked to any of them. But to you, I will tell. There's a level of disregard for other people in this party where they're like, save the planet. Humans should burn? Kind of thing. Well,
Did that
that's...
blow up?
I don't.
Was that a
Oh, did you see that thing fall? I didn't see
Yeah.
that before. It just right off
Oh,
the
and,
building. There's some responders.
Oh, good.
Look, first responders. Okay, I
Hey,
have not
good
seen
job.
that any of the times. All right, let's keep going.
Well, I was just trying to figure out what blew up. So sometimes what you got to realize is sometimes so cars blowing up in films is actually incredibly uncommon in real life. Period. It's
super
really
beta.
rare.
There we
Actually,
go.
and it's very frustrating to kind of watch it. It's that sort of unreality to make it real. So
Yes.
people will go, the hard-hitting explosion. I know this means something. It's actually a thing that you do in cinematic language to mean a certain thing, but it's actually made up.
Yes.
You
Well,
know-
they made it up for emotional effect. People will understand. No,
Uh-huh.
they won't. I liked the Last Action Hero for dealing with that, honestly. Oh, more first responders. Let's say where it really did like
They have dialogue
deal with.
everywhere.
So if you haven't seen the Last Action Hero, it was way the hell ahead of its time. It is almost like wild how far it was ahead of its time. Now that people do meta stuff like
So
it
you have
was.
ambulances, and we got fire trucks. These
He
people
said
are
station's
involved.
intact, so it didn't blow up the rescue station.
That's good.
That's good, except for it looks pretty blown up from those windows.
Is this
Like-
the rescue station?
If that's where the vehicles are all parked, maybe he meant the vehicles intact. Oh, that's lovely. That's exciting.
There were some people over there.
Yeah,
Like-
we're trying to imply a lot of casualties.
Oh.
We don't want to show corpses piling up, but we are implying.
Like there were people standing like
casualties.
in the area where that fell. Like I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I swear to God, I just saw people there.
I
like-
thought there were people underneath where he was walking.
Oh no,
Even
Cloud,
when
you're gonna have an experience.
Jesse was like,
it's
"Come this
vibrating.
way." Oh
It's
God, the
vibrating.
controller vibrates.
The
at this
controller
place.
is vibrating.
So
This
have your
is-
vibration controls on. The
Oh.
game will show you some things.
So just in case you want to know, this is Nibelheim, and this is an
Oh.
edgelord.
And this is a quilted trench coat.
Edgelord. I am.
Why wouldn't you
I am
use
not a
leather
fan of this
tooling?
redesign.
No,
My
but like they
God.
actually show like stitching in the shaping on it. Why
Right.
wouldn't you use leather tooling instead?
Right?
That was a flashback. Like wow. I still don't know what the point of these flashbacks are. As much as we've seen the very beginning of this game several times.
Whoa.
Yes, I will just stare into your
Titties.
mouth, titties, and then
He's
mouth.
so tall!
He is,
Okay,
it's
so I think this is
amazing.
one of the things that's really funny is actually finally you get to see just how tall Sephiroth is, but he's actually not that tall. He's only 6'1".
According to canon.
According to canon.
His
He's
stuff- maybe
actually-
they heighted him up for this version.
Oh, maybe. I mean, he does have maybe like an inch of like heel air quoting, but I don't. And he's gonna
So
say.
here's where Cloud trips out for
Follow
a while.
him. Hang on. Can I
Oh,
actually
pardon
look
me.
at? Hang on. Do I
What?
have? Hang on.
What are you looking for?
I want to see. Yes.
Ah!
That's in the map.
You have a quest to follow him, and there's
Oh,
your
I-
goal. Sephiroth is your
goal.
goal. Which in the game,
mean-
we don't know his name yet, but we have played this game, as we said in the demo. We are going to know who people are immediately. A lot of the mystery will not be here, as that of someone who has never played it before.
As far as I understand, has actually been one of the critiques so far that has come out about this game. Of there's a lot of like head winking, you know, like nodding at the player kind of thing.
There's
and
a lot of
they're going,
references that only a person who has played the other one can get.
right.
Nod, nod,
Wow,
wink,
this
wink.
really. Whoa.
That looks like, surprisingly, like Darth Vader.
Yeah, like
Ah!
I was like, what is? Oh, it's supposed to be one of the.
It's one of the, like, coolant towers.
Yeah.
But I was just like, you have a helmet there going on big time. It's great.
But this is supposed to be this is Nibelheim.
Yeah,
So yeah,
he
again,
is
if
flashing
you've
back
never
real
played
hard.
the original game, I apologize profusely. We both know way more about this game. Though I seem to remember more about this game despite actually never beating it. My friend over here lies, she has totally beat it.
I
love
did
this.
beat it, and
I
I don't
just stand
remember the
here.
same stuff, you know, that my friend does.
Can just stand
I
here.
can just
and he
wait,
needs to wait for
like
me.
an edgelord. It's fine. Like Lily dancing forever at the
Uh-huh.
stand. It's
Look,
fine.
let's Sephiroth starts
Dog
dancing.
freaking out in the garden. It's just, this is what you do when you're stuck in
Sephiroth starts
quarantine.
caramel dancing.
Oh God! All right, so I don't understand why he's being such a weird edgelord here either. If this is supposed to imply that he is the character rather than that we're just hallucinating something,
Right.
Which we're not sure which one it is, but my guess is that it's supposed to be him actually existing some way instead of us just going completely
Well,
to a psychotic break. But I don't know.
Knowing about the connection through the live stream / through Genova cells, blah blah blah, whatever, you could make an argument that okay, now he's gone. That Sephiroth is there, but he's only there in a mental space sort of thing.
He's only like vaguely, like what, in a dream.
Ah.
It's like
As some people
Asra
will
in
say,
a dream. Oh.
Right? And Asra appeared and then he's gone again.
Oh, here he comes. His hair is so fluffy.
It really
like they
is.
made his hair so fluffy. It reminds me of Snape in the last one. It's just
So
poofy.
dumb.
I
don't
killed
like
you
this
with my
voice
own.
actor.
You don't know this voice actor. You can't make a judgment on his personal character.
I'm not talking. I am talking about his performance.
Well,
I
then
don't
you should
care.
say performance.
That is what I'm referring
Your
to.
hair
So
is
when
so
I'm saying I
active.
don't like the way he sounds, I am talking about the way that they chose to have this particular actor act. I have no idea what this person normally sounds like.
Is that like a dream catcher on his belt?
I don't know.
That is super
It's got
weird.
it's got a wing in the middle of it, just so you know.
Okay,
Like
so it's just
it's
a weird
super edgy.
symbol thing.
Cloud.
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 We keep framing him like, please look at the body of this person so hard. So if we're like looking from Cloud's perspective, why are we like just eyeing Sephiroth so hard?
I mean, as somebody once said on my Twitter, Twitter feed, I guess,
Okay.
there was one person going, I cannot wait for baby's first Yowie.
Oh God.
Basically, which is apparently what they think Final Fantasy VII was for them, which is fine.
see.
Because I never connected to that particular aspect of it.
I wasn't even aware of it. I wasn't in fandoms at all back when I played this
That
game.
which
That's
binds
fine.
us together
I'm not saying they
will
needed
no
to
more.
be a part of a fandom
That
too.
which binds us together. Are they actually bound together other than like the soldier experience?
There's that, and like I said, the thing with the Genova cells.
Which is part of the soldier experience, right? That's part of the program?
no, that's more like
Why are we
thing
staring
about
at his mouth?
I think it's supposed to be a disassociation thing. Of going, you're just focusing on his words, trying to just focus on what he's saying. And
As
so a
all.
visual representation of that is just see the mouth say the words thing.
Okay.
You're not viewing the whole person. So remember how, so you guys, I don't know if you remember, we've had a conversation about like if you don't show like the head and you just show the body. In advertising
dehumanizes
languages,
people?
that's a dehumanization. You're supposed, like it separates a person, they don't have a face anymore. They're
If you just
a
focus on
body.
the mouth, then it can be just the voice and what they're saying.
Yes.
All right, you've stopped having your break. Shall we keep moving?
I can't.
Oh, it's still.
You
in the
really
cutscene.
cannot. I'm like,
I
nothing
can't
else
tell
is
when
popping.
it's cutscene or not.
Well, there's usually an interface.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Wait for the interface to
He
come
is a
in.
little overloaded.
Fumes from all the Mako, maybe.
I mean, when you
Aye.
threw the giant scorpion into the pit,
You got this.
it might have like kicked a
All right.
lot up into the air.
Oh look!
Honestly,
what fell over was an air conditioning
I
thing.
see.
Aha!
For me, I'm still
Why
like,
can't
I
they
wish there
run?
would have been a giant ass splash when we threw the scorpion over the edge.
Right.
Or when it threw itself over the
There
edge. what
really
have you.
wasn't one. It's super weird. Actually,
Like-
we went back. We've seen that a couple times, and it's still strange. Actually, every time to go, that is a large mass displacing an experience, basically.
And I'm just like, does Mako not splash and it only ripples? Like the
Which
surface
would be
tension is so much,
interesting.
so thick and heavy that it can't splash,
Right.
and that's why the thing sort of blorped in and then fell. Are you lost?
Yeah, no. I was just trying to get him to trigger to do that because then, it makes more sense to come back here and then be like, where do we go? Sure, we could try the alley.
Is getting to the
It's
station
all
before
just a
quick
dream.
contact's over?
Everyone going, oh god. Because we won't.
we're not going to risk ourselves, which is fair.
We're gonna
honestly.
stand here and wait
In
for
that
help.
sense of being like corporations, you shouldn't listen to them when they're like, go back to work to save our asses. You're like, no, because then I will die.
Honestly, if all of your people who go back to work get sick, they can't be at work anyway. So
Like the
we'll
same
just-
thing here of going like, this is really dangerous and like.
And if anyone's watching this many years in the future, it's because we were in a pandemic at the time. It's fine.
This is what we're talking about.
This is fine.
But the thing of also like putting a corporation, like valuing a corporation to me over human life is completely unacceptable.
Man,
Period.
what a mess.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder really if he is actually kind of feeling bad.
I don't know. It feels like he's just feeling disconnected, honestly. Like he's not really. I don't know that he's necessarily having a remorse experience. He's just having a whoa kind of
Yeah,
experience.
he keeps looking at
But
it.
he looks.
Look at that. The model specifically is like looking at it, and then I kind of turn around.
And he
He's
will still look over
He's
it.
still vaguely trying to look at it.
So
That's
maybe he
really
is having a reaction to it and just sort of.
I imagine like that is pretty intense. What is the green?
Not too far.
What the hell is that?
It splashed some Mako up there, but Mako doesn't splash. Oh.
Right? Well, like, look, it looks like a giant, like, aquarium bag. You know, you
It's
went to
fine.
this pet store and then we just got this big ass, Mako fish.
It's fine.
All right, and so if you guys know, we are gonna call it Mako.
we have always we've never heard it pronounced.
I did with Crisis Core and I did with other games, but I never latched onto it because it's literally like I've always heard Mako as in like Mako Shark, and everybody in this game is gonna say Mako.
I was
so
gonna
here you
say-
go for your soundbite, the Mako reactor.
Mako reactor. I was gonna say we had never heard it when we each played Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah, the original.
That's what I was
not
gonna
all.
say. So then you make up your own, pronunciation because there isn't one in that game,
There's
and then
not.
you kind of just tend to stick with it. That is a lot of police right
Why are
there.
there? Oh, there's a shiny. Can I get the shiny?
Don't
And
let
the-
the intruder
No,
escape.
you're not allowed to go that way, are you?
Oh, I
Don't
guess
let
not.
the intruder escape. What intruder?
What intruder? What?
Is there an intruder?
All right, well, let's go this way, I guess.
I don't know. Also, like, where did the rest of everyone else go?
Do-do-do.
Oh look!
Oh, look!
We know who that is.
Oh,
And-
it's Aerith who starts freaking out.
Yes. And
On the
we are the only one who
Combat
notices.
boots.
No one else in the entire street notices because
Alright.
they're all having their own experience.
Oh,
Oh.
we're freezing time. God, she's so short compared to him.
Yep. The whole panning up of going, let's remind you that Cloud's height is right below
You're too
his
weak to
pecs.
save anyone.
And then he has to look up every time.
Every single experience.
I'm sorry, that's the experience I'm having. I apologize.
It's fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, the flower. I love that they call her a flower peddler. I'm like,
Oh,
also,
it's kind of cute.
like the context for me, I didn't realize she was selling flowers. I thought she just had flowers. And so I was just
Yeah,
like,
it's a little strange. The only thing I have to say is maybe like he's been socialized
That's right.
that's the
It's a
experience
gift.
of what a flower peddler
You know.
looks like. Like you
Right.
see it sometimes enough in movies where you're like, oh, there's the person in poverty with the basket of flowers. They're
mind.
selling
Right.
flowers,
Think of it
right?
as a
That
metaphor.
clearly is what you must be. You're the flower seller slash
right,
peddler.
you're selling matchsticks.
That's morbid.
Well, it's fine. Anyway,
God, I love how.
so here, she's trying to sell you a flower. Except she's
I-
trying to give you a flower.
Here,
So-
this is for you. So, I guess how much? Why not?
How
Why
much?
Not? Why not?
How much?
I still
Why?
feel like depends on the customer is a dick move. I don't care how many times I see it.
For you, only $5. But for
you-
everyone else, $12.
I was like, or can you imagine like standing in a line for something and someone's like, yeah, this thing, oh, for you, $3, and somebody else going, oh, great, I'd love one of those $2. Oh, there's 7, or whatever it is. Yellow flower.
Whoa, did the flower
obtained.
just freak out?
It did. It
It
just
went
bobbled.
I think the engine just lost its shit for 2 seconds.
It might have. It was
Actually,
trying to settle the flower.
it's still freaking out.
It's responding really hard to all of his movements.
I mean, that's sort of funny. I don't think it ever bounced before.
I don't think so.
For
either.
the
So
many
we did
playthroughs
notice.
we've done, sorry, so we're pointing this out because we've done this again.
There, look at it! Oh my god! The flowers flipping
Oh, so that must mean actually that these cutscenes are actually generated in the
Live.
engine. These are live generated cutscenes with the models, which is why I said these models are incredibly damn detailed.
I love this. You're a wizard, Cloud. Look at the Dementors before you.
Yes!
Find your Patronus, Cloud.
Do it!
All right, everybody. What will
Alright.
Cloud's Patronus be?
Y'all gotta decide. Also, like, what is actually all? What do you think all the Final Fantasy VII characters' Patronuses would be?
That would be a fun activity, and then you
Right?
could sort them into houses as well.
Oh, that could be fun.
Could be fun. Yeah, the flower's doing better now.
Yeah,
It's
the
having a
flower's
better
finally
time.
back onto its normal, strain of existence.
So why did they all just come running over here? Was it because she was squealing, or what? Or because somebody like there was a whole bunch of other people in the street just a second ago, and now they're all gone.
And also maybe because he drew his sword. Like somebody they freaked out because there were people around Aerith to begin with, and now they're
That's
all
what I said.
gone.
They're all gone.
Yep. And so he pulled out his sword. So all the people screamed.
Maybe
and
one
there
of
was a
them
bunch
grabbed to
soldiers-
the authorities.
What the frick was wrong with the flower?
That's
The flower is
amazing.
goddamn loose. This is great, you guys. Welcome to the flower glitch.
It's
I'm so
losing
excited. It's going.
its mind.
It's totally losing it. That's
Oh my
amazing.
god! Well, we weren't taking this game seriously enough. The flower is now joining us in this endeavor. I love how we're just gonna murder them. We're not gonna leave. Like Aerith got to just run away. She just.
Yeah, we don't get to run.
We could have just run away. We could have just left if we hadn't been, engaged in combat.
Oh well, I love combat engagement, don't you?
Where then you cannot choose to leave. I'm like, because
Where did
these.
she go anyway?
She went to the right up there. Yeah, right
sure.
over there.
Let's
So
go
we
see
could have
them and
followed
follow
her.
Yes.
We could have run away with her. She just hopped a fence. She went through a door. Hey, look, there's a
Hey,
chest.
look, we can't go this way.
Well, she can climb over
Oh,
things, but you can't.
she's better. She's a better soldier than we are. We can jump things when it's cutscenes, but she can break through. Like,
She can jump just in normal times. Well, here we go.
that.
Stay alert.
What?
So is everyone looking for us now? Because
Why
we
are
murdered
they
a bunch of
looking for
people?
us?
Maybe other people while you were killing some.
I mean, I guess
radioed
maybe,
in their helmets.
There's also that. There's also the fact that honestly, the fact that the characters wouldn't consider that there would be, cameras,
Right.
is mind-boggling. Didn't your thing go off?
Yeah, we need to wrap this
Oh,
up.
yeah,
my friend.
absolutely. Sorry, I apologize. Well, thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us for episode 2.
Yeah.
If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to share our videos with people that you think might enjoy them.
That'd be lovely.
And if you want to support us more directly, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. And again, a big thank you to my art friend who donated this game for our usage. They are called Fleisha on DeviantArt, and they are a Samsara Pavilion on Tumblr. We will
Yeah.
still have links in the description. We're probably going to do that for this whole series. And other than that, though, I have been Scandal.
Yeah, and I love the little dog in the background on the sign just being like me. The sign is all about me. And I have been Lies. And it was great play with you. Bye!